He's done a lot of damage there. Didn't get very close to that.
20.
He overcut it. Sometimes your mind can be divided between the pot and what you're trying to do with the cue ball. That might have been one of those cases.
Well, he's left a good scoring chance here for John Higgins, who did make that 73 break in the one frame he won, frame 2. We've seen Higgins this season winning matches, not necessarily at his best, but I think against Trump he will have to certainly raise his game from what we've seen so far.
1. Eight.
Yeah, that's where the top bed of the two close together goes, which helps, gets the other one free. Brings the black into play to both corner pockets.
9.
John Higgins did change his cue
16.
a few months ago now, and it can take you a while to get fully acclimatised to a new one.
17.
Well, he wasn't happy, of course, with table 2 that he played his first match on,
24.
but the conditions on this table have been superb.
25.
Yes, I think his gripe about the other table was an unusual one, wasn't it? It was more that the floor wasn't level and the bulk end of the table was a bit high, which is, you don't hear that very often. I've heard of it very occasionally.
32.
Well, it's a great chance, but he's got to take it. If he doesn't, they're there for Trump, who broke down somewhat unexpectedly. John Higgins has a deep reservoir of experience to call upon.
40.
He's been in the last 3 World Championship finals, after all.
Yes, and who's to say he won't take some shifting
41.
again when it comes to the World Championships. You know, that's where he plays his best snooker these days. I think of those 3 finals he lost in succession, the one against Trump was the one he had least complaints about. He was just outplayed. The other 2 he could easily have won.
Yeah, the second session of the World Final was like an exhibition. The way Trump played, it was some of the
48.
best snooker's ever been played there. Anyway, he's in his seat at the moment. Concerned that Higgins is about to make this a bit closer. And I think if Higgins can start killing frames off in
49.
one visit, it will give Trump something to think about.
$56. 57.
57. 44 points in front.
64.
So red and a black. Trump needs a snooker.
65.
Looks like John Higgins has done what he really would have felt he would have to do coming to the table, which is punish Trump's error. That just overran, whether it sprung off the cushion. Either way, he's lost position.
He's surprised by the outcome, isn't he? He seems as if he didn't expect any of that. Let's see what happens. You know, I think it came off that second cushion quickly. Springy bounce. It was frame ball, but as we know at this level, just one snooker can easily be got. Well, there may be a plant, but it's quite difficult for him to cut the first red thin enough, I would say. Be a good shot, just in line. It was tough. Well done.
73.
Now, suggests there's no doubt that he'll win the frame now. And now that's gone in. Trump will definitely remain in his chair, whatever happens from here on in.
80.
Chance for Higgins to make a century. Trump's had a couple of chances to do that this evening. Of course, this season, Higgins went into second place on the all-time century break makers list.
Yeah, when he came to the table, all those reds around the black spot, you know, you felt that it was always going to be at that end of the table. And he hasn't strayed up for a lower value colour all the way through.
89.
Fine break.
I think that's the thing about the real true greats of this sport. Even when they're down,
96.
They're not necessarily out. They find a way. It's in there somewhere, and John Higgins in this visit has
98.
brought it out. So the green for a century to make this match a lot closer. Quality all the way from the Scotsman. It's a contribution he really needed to make. Trump looked very confident coming back after the interval and was in first, but John Higgins pounced when he got the chance here. It's always been a really interesting clash between these two, right from when they played in that first World Final in 2011 that Higgins won.
$116.
Fabulous clearance of 123 from John Higgins. He'll need more of the same this evening. But that was encouraging for the Scotsman. Judd Trump had his chance. But it's John Higgins who wins the fifth frame to reduce the deficit to 3-2.